What's up YouTube, Zero here, and welcome to the place that's going to help you game better. Today, we're going to be going over a level 7 Devastator build in Outriders. Why level 7? Well, that's the max level we can get in the demo, but Outriders full release is on April 1st, so be on the lookout for a bunch of videos on Outriders on April 1st and beyond. Without further ado, let's get into the build. The first primary, I have an assault rifle. The Devastator is a tank close range build. An assault rifle is going to give you a little bit of a medium to closer range gun, and I have hot blood on the gun, which shots pass through enemies whose health is below 50% and is gonna light other enemies on fire, which is absolutely awesome, dealing damage to a lot of enemies. Of course, my second primary, I have an automatic shotgun. You're a close range build. Shotguns are amazing for close range builds. I really prefer automatic shotguns in this game. So for the equipment, on my head, I have the strongest first, where reflect bullets. The enemy with the most health takes 50% more damage. And I'm gonna show you why this works really well with the skills I have equipped during the gameplay. On the coat, I have blood primer, reflect bullets again. All the reflected bullets apply bleed, which is awesome. You want to be dealing out an extremely high damage per second on this Devastator build. We're a closer range build. We want to take out enemies as quickly as possible. On the legs, we have Panzer Drain. This doesn't matter. I'm not using Earthquake. So equip a mod that actually works with the skills, although Panzer Drain is good if you use Earthquake. And finally, on the gloves, I have Bloody Crush, where Gravity Leap, inflict bleed on enemies damaged by that. Again, damage over time, very important to this build. So reflect bullets. What you do is you're gonna hold the line, essentially. You're gonna create this barrier that's collecting all of this damage for 10 seconds and then reflects it back after it's done. You can end it early if you want to reflect damage when you want, but gather all that damage for 10 seconds, then inflict a ton of damage on your enemies. Then Golem, you're just gonna fortify yourself 65% for 8 seconds. So when you're in the heat of things, you're not gonna be taking as much damage. You are that tank build, you're a Devastator. You're getting up close, you're a tank. And then we have Gravity Leap, and this is absolutely awesome. This deals a ton of damage. You jump up into the air, you target one enemy, and you crush that enemy. You can see what it looks like. You crush that enemy, and any enemy in the vicinity also takes that damage. So on the skill points, Colossus, increase your health by 10%, and Anomaly in Veins, every second regenerate your health by 1%. This is a defensive build, so I'm increasing my health, and now I'm going to be regenerating my health 1% every so often, so that's awesome. I don't have to worry about the healing ability of the Devastator, which of the Devastator kills in close range heal you. So that's nice, but healing constantly over time is even nicer, especially on a closer range build. On top of that, for Devastator class traits, you receive additional 15% maximum health, and you increase your armor by 30%, so that's absolutely awesome. Again, we're a tank. We are the Devastator, bringing devastation to our enemies. So why do these skills work so well together for a level 7 build? We've already talked about the guns. It's obvious why we want to choose an assault rifle and an automatic shotgun. We want to tear up enemies that are close to us. Now, I didn't mention as much of the mods on those guns. Really, if you can get Essence Thief, which what that does is every shot you're regenerating health, I think Essence Thief works really well with the skill we're going to be using that automatically regenerates our health over time. So I think those two pair well with each other. Other mods that you can use on guns, really just anything that deals damage over time. The one mod you saw that I had reflects damage and lights enemies on fire, which is absolutely awesome. For the skills that we're using, we are essentially making ourselves even more of a tank. So reflect bullets What that's going to do is, and you have to remember, reflect bullets is only in front of us. So we're going to hold this wall in front of us. If there are enemies behind you, you're going to be taking damage, but you're going to reflect all of that damage in front of you. And what this is going to allow you to do is not only going to collect all that damage and reflect it back, which honestly deals an insane amount of damage. It kills most lower rank enemies. But what it's going to do is it's going to stop you from taking damage as long as you make sure there's no one behind you. And there are a lot of places on the battlefield where you can do that. And when you do that, you also have that skill point that we just saw that's going to help you regenerate health over time. So you get that 1% health regen. So while we're regenning our health, we're blocking all that damage. So those two work really well with each other. And then we reflect the damage back, which can really kill all of the enemies in front of us. Golem is nice because it's absorbing a lot of damage. We're taking 65% less damage. Our armor is increasing by a lot. And so what that's doing is, again, it's slowing down the enemy from killing us. We have that extra 10% health. We're regenning 1% health. And while those enemies are really having a tough time against us, we're shooting at those enemies. Or if we really need to, we can go and find cover. So that's what that does. It's really twofold. It helps us out in two different ways. It's either going to just help us take less damage when we're in the thick of things, or if we really need to get out of dodge because we put ourselves in a situation that we can't handle, we can make sure that we fortify ourselves and then run behind cover and try and start healing up a little bit more, or at least get behind cover so you can get the cooldown done of some of your other abilities. And then finally, Gravity Leap. Gravity Leap is going to be dealing a ton of damage, not just to your target, but in that vicinity. When we jump up into the air, we target an enemy, we crush them, and then hopefully crush some of the enemies in the vicinity. And that's why some of the other skills that I have equipped, Golem and Reflect Bullets, really work out well with Gravity Leap because we are throwing ourselves into the middle of battle. Sometimes when a bunch of enemies are shooting at us, we're just trying to get a Gravity Leap off as quickly as possible. Why is that? Because kills in close range heal us up. So doing a Gravity Leap gets us that kill in close range. So if we're taking a lot of damage, sometimes we may just be clicking that Gravity Leap and finding whichever enemy. We're just gonna throw ourselves at an enemy. So when we do that, we may not realize we're throwing ourselves into the midst of battle, which is why these other two work really well after we do a Gravity Leap. So we do a Gravity Leap, we step back, we nail an enemy, we start taking bullets, and we can either fortify ourselves with Golem, so we're not taking as much damage, or we can reflect bullets and stop all of the bullets in front of us and then reflect them back and kill a bunch of enemies. So this combination works really well with each other. I really love the strength and the tank ability of the Devastator. So this was the build. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember, if you did, to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Outriders content. I've done a level 7 demo build for each of the other classes. I'm going to leave a link in the description, so make sure you check those out. Let me know in the comments section what you think about this build and what your favorite class is. Is the Devastator your go-to class? Is it going to be the class you main once Outriders finally comes out? Or is there another class you are going to prefer to main, such as the Trickster, the Pyromancer, the Technomancer? All of them, I've played as all of them, and all of them are insanely fun. You can't go wrong using any of these classes. They all have their particular play style, and honestly, I had fun with all of them. So again, let me know in the comments section. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.